Hi, Si here for Music Radar. We're at NAMM 2020. This is the Yamaha booth, complex, house, ballroom,
building.
Big, huge place. We're in the Marriott, essentially. This is Dom. Hello, Dom. Nice to see you again.
Guys. Hi, Simon.
Show us. We got the YC here, the 61. A beautiful looking thing, a beautiful sounding thing, of course, which we're going to get you to have a quick demo before we start talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick listen to see what this thing can do.
Let's do this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Like I say, it sounds amazing. Obviously, the similarities. You released the CP last year. We've got some similar. It's obviously not the same instrument. Talk us through the architecture, what's going on.
Yeah.
All the knob per function stuff that's happening here.
Well, like you said, it's a very similar philosophy to the CP88.
Yeah.
It's basically one-to-one. Everything that you see here is what you get. You don't need to do any menu diving.
Nothing like that.
So just to give you an overview, this is like a great stage keyboard. It's lights.
Mm-hmm.
It's very well built. It's all aluminum chassis.
Yeah.
And it has a focus on the organ side of things this time.
Yeah. The drawbars.
Exactly. So we have physical drawbars that are actually illuminated, so you can see exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I really like is that you can, let's say I'm in the upper manual and I want to switch to the lower manual. Of course, you can make splits, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can make the lower manual be controlled by a master keyboard if you want to.
Sure.
So it has lots of options there.
Yeah.
But you also have like different colors for your drawbars.
Okay, so you know where you are.
You know exactly where you are. You can change the colors. You have like yellow, blue, whatever you want. If you want to be a little bit funky, you can do that.
Liven it up.
Now, in terms of sound, right, because that's what matters. The big thing with the YC61 is that we have the VCM organ, virtual circuitry modeling, and basically everything in the signal chain is modeled so that it's like as
all
faithful,
the character.
exactly, emulation of what happens in a real tone wheel, and we have basically 3 flavors of this. We have the H1, which is like a very studio clean version, this is what you would use for like jazz organs, stuff like this.
Sure.
H2, it's like it's been on the road for a while, it has a little bit of leakage, a bit of low
Road
mids,
horn.
all these things, and it has a nice character. And then 3 is like lots of leakage, great attack. If you want to play like fast passages like this, it's an amazing, it's great for rock as well. Now, what's really special is that you have 2 types of drive, right? So you have 2 stages. The pre-drive, that's preamp level. Okay, so you can start saturating to the point that it almost breaks, but not really, not really. And then you have a two VCM rotary speakers, again with VCM technology. A rotary A is your classic rotary speaker, right? And then you have rotary beat, which is a little bit more bright, more aggressive.
Right.
For rock, man. Rock and roll.
Yeah,
you know?
rock and roll.
So this can sound massive. So if you add the pre-drive and you add a little bit of drive there, you can create some really incredible. I'll just show you very quickly.
Yeah,
Is that
go
okay?
for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So so a rotary A, just to give you an idea, add some pre-drive. And now let's go to rotary B. Immediately you get like a, a bite, and then so you can get this kind of like, I wouldn't let's say John Lord kind of sounds. It's pretty good for that. But you also have like more different speaker amps. So you have the lead crunch, again VCM double case, which is great for your electric piano sounds.
Yeah.
So this is the organ. Okay, we have percussion, we have vibrato, of course, everything that you would look for in an organ.
Yeah.
Now this is the VCM organ. We also have FM organs, right?
Yeah.
So when you switch to F1, F2, F3, you have a FM generator type of organs.
Yeah.
But these are great if you want to emulate kind of British transistor organs, or like Italian transistor, or this kind of classic sounds.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm concerned, I use them a lot when I want to create some interesting sounds, because it's FM, so it sounds really massive in the low end, so you can create some synth sounds with them as well.
Some good sound design with it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And of course F1 just gives you the sine waves, which is again very useful if you want to create some interesting sounds.
Yeah.
Now moving on, I mean, with the organ we can talk about a million things. You can control the leakage, you can control the rotary speaker.
So it's all at your disposal to kind of tweak.
Absolutely.
And make your own.
You can change the level of the percussion. You can.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's all in the menu area here. That was done.
Yeah, I mean it's very minimal. If you want to just go deep, then you can do it. But it sounds great straight out of the box. Yeah. But if you want to do it, you can say, okay, I want to go to my settings, sound, organ settings. Then you have lick level. So you see, I can just select if I have, for example, my tone wheel, my VCM organ, and I can select my kick lick level, expression type, which is very cool, because you can actually, with most, organ stage keyboards, this one controls just the volume.
Right.
In the YC61, you have the option to say, okay, I want to control the volume, but also
you can map other things.
The pre-drive.
Right. Okay.
So you get this kind of very, convincing drive when you, like you're overloading the preamp.
That's cool.
And then, of course, like if that wasn't enough, you have two key sections. So we have, again, everything is like switch, turn it on, turn it on, turn it off. Like with the CP88, these are really effective. And then you have acoustic pianos, you have electric pianos, which basically are a proper FM synthesizer under the hood. Right. So if you have one, let's say you have an FM synth connected, okay, you have this one, I can go to my sound settings now, and I can say, yes, I can actually go and change my FM unison, I can change the decay, the release.
Right, so it's
a proper synth.
It's a proper FM synth, cool.
Now each one of these key sections have two insert effects. Okay, so this is A, so I can have like an acoustic piano here and maybe like a pad on the second one, turn it on, and I can turn on the effects. Reverb, if I want to change it, see I have all these effects right here.
Wow, yeah.
Another insert effect that also has a looper delay, which is really cool. You can create some really nice grooves because you can keep adding things to it. Our speaker section, reverb section, that's for the entire instrument, and a master EQ, which is great for live playing because sometimes the room is really boomy and all these things. Yeah. Turn it on and off. This is also an audio interface. MIDI interface, so if you want to incorporate it into your music production environment, you can, basically it's class compliant.
Yeah.
You can use it with an iPhone, with an iPad, all these things.
That sounds good.
And of course it has all the connections in the back, like MIDI,
all the audio I/O,
everything that you really need. Live sets, which means that you can switch between different sounds, and you can say, okay, if you switch to a different sound, you keep this one, hold it with your pedal, for example, it won't
you can
have interruptions.
Yeah. It holds over for the next one, that's cool.
Yeah, and of course you can control the rotary speaker speed with your lever or with the buttons that we have here. You can also stop it if you want.
Sure, to just kill it altogether. Christ, it feels like you've not really left much out for this.
I'm sure I've left quite a few things out.
Well, no, I mean just saying, like, on the face of it, it's an organ, it's a stage machine, but under the panel it's an FM synth as well. So there's a hell of a lot going on. Dom, I'd like you to play some more if you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please do. Play us out with some really mad stuff.
Let's I mean, this is a rock organ, very classic tone again. It's really bitey. You know, this is the British transistor kind of organ. Electric piano sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can also tweak the effects here, auto pan. Let's play some more sounds. Like this is the U1, which is an upright, it sounds great, mono.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's if you want to create this kind of vintage sound.
Yeah.
Let's go for something else. Like this is a nice layer, 80s soundtrack.
Yeah.
Again, we have like a nice electric piano and a pad.
Yeah.
Then if I want to turn up the pad,
just dial it in. Yeah. Awesome, Dom. Thank you so much for showing us all that. Sounds
lush.
Cool.
And I think the last thing I want to show you, some strings, for example.
Okay, cool.
And the last thing, the looper.
The looper.
That's really cool. So let me just go here, turn it on. Go like this. So. So I can turn it on and off when I want to just jam, but I can have a loop playing in the background. And if I want to add more,
keep bringing stuff in.
you can create some really crazy effects with it.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the most fun effects.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and you can come up with some really crazy ideas with it because you can basically pick and choose which sounds are going to be looped and which ones are going to be live performance. So it's I like doing quite a bit of sound design with this.
Oh, cool.
Really cool.
Well, Dom, thank you so much for sharing
Thank you so much,
the
guys.
YC61. Cool, cheers. Of course, be sure to like, subscribe, comment and share wherever you're seeing this video right now. Do check out musicradar.com for all the latest NAMM 2020 news as we get it for you from the show. So we'll see you soon. Bye.